just trying to get things together. Hello, hello, hello. I am Pamela Chase, the lead hooking specialist and founder of Hooked for You, where we're dedicated to keeping the art of crochet alive. And we do that by teaching the skills to women and children to boost their self-esteem and create a healthy and positive environment. Now, today, what we're going to do most time on the Friday nights is impromptu. Naturally creating them, I'm doing fine, just a little frazzled because I was rushing trying to get this done. Um, but let's see. Okay, just trying to get it situated. Um, and on Wednesday night, what I showed you was some yarn that I had purchased that are kind of like, and I'm working on a poncho with it. So this is it right now. And there was a stitch that I used with this that I've never used before. So I'm just going to go over that stitch today, and we can just talk. And stop. Oops. We can talk and while we crochet. But it's called the herringbone double crochet, which is a little different than some of the other stitches I've done. And the only thing you do is you just yarn over, put your hook in the chain of the stitch, pull up, go through that first loop, and you have two on your hook, yarn over, go through one, you have two on your hook, and then yarn over and go through the last two. I don't know if we've done this stitch before or not, but if so, goodness gracious. It's not working right. Anyway, but that's the herringbone double crochet stitch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around. If I turn it around, let me know. Let me know if I'm upside down or sideways. And I think I am because I'm not seeing anything. So let me go back and do this. This is not my day. Okay, hello, Radical Calux. How are you today? And then what I'm making is I am making I think it's a poncho. It gotta be a better way. It's a poncho. Gosh. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just what I did was I forgot to charge my and thank you for being patient. But to with the poncho I'm working on, trying to do some things for the summer and spring and summer that people can do or that I can do, put in my inventory. Now, if you were on here on Wednesday, I showed things that I am getting rid of, yarn, and also items. And the items were hats and towels and some scarves. And that's what I did on Wednesday night. So if you're interested in any of the items, just let me know. Everything is a one price this month that I have them offering, including classes. So that's what we're doing. It's have eclectic goods. So just getting rid of things that I have to make room for new stuff. I'm not trying to buy any new yarn if I'm not getting rid of yarn. So that's gone. And then also I'm getting rid of inventory, winter inventory, just getting rid of things. So anyone is interested in anything, you can watch us a replay of Wednesday nights live. Now Wednesday nights is a little different than during the week because during the week what we're going to be doing is we're going to continue working with granny, different types of granny squares. And, and that's what we're doing during the week. And sometimes I'm not on during the day. Don't say during the day. Sometimes I'm not on during the day, and then those times we will try to come on during the night. Next week may be a same thing. We're going to be on at night on some days and do something impromptu, nothing regulated, just getting on, just talking. And if I have any questions, just crocheting. So, what is everybody working on? What's everybody doing this Friday night? Are you chilling? Are you crocheting, knitting? What are you doing? What are you working? I'm just, and what I'm doing, the stitch I'm doing is the herringbone double crochet stitch. And I'm using the yarn called 24/7 Cotton by Lion Brand. I came across it because I saw some patterns for bags and different things. They use this yarn, so I said, let me try. And the yarn is mercerized yarn, so it has a sheen to it, and it's not something that will unravel anything because it's woven and not twisted. So you don't have to see strands coming through it, coming out. So when you're crocheting, you don't have to worry about grabbing strands or getting strands all messed up. It's going to be uniform all the way. I worked on 8 petal flowers. I made 24 a day. I'm selling them in packets of 5, of 6. I'm sorry. Now, is that something that when people buy them, will they use them on something? Is that okay? Interesting. I know someone who that's all they do pretty much is make flowers and things. That's really interesting. Always something different you can do with the crafts that we do. What else is going on? What do you like to watch while you're crocheting? What TV shows do you look at while you're crocheting? Took the idea from a customer. She wanted them for a knitted hat. Okay, okay. So like an embellishment. Okay, that's neat. That's a good idea. So and weave them into a hat or blanket for decorations. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. Just never thought about that. There are always new things that you can do to crochet. Sorry, stepped away. Did I miss anything? No, I was asking about different what people are doing, what someone is doing. I mean, what you all are working on and doing. That's what I was. And naturally creating was telling us about something that she is doing. Eclectic, have you been on lately? For some reason I haven't seen any notification. Pull through, pull through, pull through two. You do one, then you do two. So it's a herringbone double crochet stitch. Last night, okay, okay. So you were on last night. Last night? I think I went to bed early last night. Hello, Cador's Fashion. How are you? As I said earlier, we are getting rid of yarn. You can inbox us for the price. Please ask you for help. Okay, I did. Okay, I did. I think that one was on a replay. I think sometimes your lives don't be on replay, and I think I did catch a replay on that one because I saw a picture of something that was art, there was art, had art on it. It was, yeah, I did see it. It was on the replay. So the replay. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if that was just a video or that was your live. So what I've been doing is playing around with the reels, the what you call real, this real story. What's that on TikTok? TikTok. All those I've been working on doing things with those. Now I haven't actually done myself. Most time it's things pictures that I already have or whatever, and I make them to a video. And I've been doing that. I haven't done anything with myself yet, but that's what I'm experimenting with. 15 series listings. Okay, okay, cool. So that's what I've been doing. Just doing the real stuff. All the other names is escaping me now. But I know YouTube has one, Facebook has one, Instagram has one, I think. But the only thing that comes to mind right now is real. And those, if you're looking for viewership, that those are good ones to do. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, follow on different platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Okay. This stitch is pretty, it's okay. I mean, double crochet is faster, but this one is okay because of the look. But it's a poncho that I found online. And it's called Cookies and Cream Poncho. I think that's the name of it. And it has like three shades of brown. And but I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna just stick with one. I don't know if I'm adding another color in that. But as of right now, it's gonna be this color. And to make it, and pretty much I think it's gonna be a square, and you just attach it together. So I'm looking on a pattern for this. Monday, it's all about the yarn, hooks and yarn. Wednesday, we're doing a stitch, and Friday. But I'm not sure if we're going to be online. Three interns. I'm not sure we're going to be online early in the day or later in the day. So I'll let you know about that. It's going to be a lot going on next week. The things have just been going on and schedule things, but I have not, have I? Yes, I have not done young children. Okay, good. Knitting. Okay, cool. But for children, that's a tough one. It's because that's a hard thing to do. But normally, what I do is I just let them just do it the way they do it, and not really worry about that part yet, and just get the basics. Then later on, get with the attention. I haven't really focused too much on getting attention right. And with children, it is hard. You have to take more time with children, but just keep encouraging them because a child will give up in a minute. So just keep it in mind. That's a tough. If anyone else has a comment to make about that question, it's different than what I said. Then chime in. Hey, Carol, how are you? The tension is hard enough for us. I know with children it's hard, but what I do is just get the basics together, and once they get that together, then everything else falls into place. And that's and with the way I hold my hook, I think that is beneficial too, because I do it to a certain way that help that out. For some reason, I'm always pushing. Oh, they can't do the chain either. Oh, wow. I've truthfully, I haven't done anybody other than teenagers. Pretty much, I've done teenagers more so than children. Now, if anyone on here can if anyone else can, who have taught children, they can chime in and help naturally creating that. Because mostly I've done teenagers and grown ups. Even though I want to do children, I just haven't had any children to do it. They use their fingers and pull the. Okay, okay. Now I can see that being okay. They pull the yarn over the foot. Oh, they do it that way. And I've seen other people do that too, which is not I don't recommend, but yeah, no. No, I just hold mine like this and adjust it as I go along. It's just how I do it. How do they hold the hook? Do they hold it like this? Yeah, yeah, and I've experienced not children, but I mean it was young people, teenagers and up, and they just seem like they give up because they get frustrated with it. So it's just you have to just continue just working with them. It's just like when you work with left-handers, it's hard too because some of them will give up too. Thank you, eclectic. Yeah. Well, I just had a child do the same as I was showing her how to start. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, creatively thinking in 25. Thank you very much. Thank you for your feedback. I haven't experienced that. I have a daughter, but she didn't have an interest, so I didn't have to teach her. Didn't get to teach her, and I haven't taught anyone else young. My niece, when she learned, she was um, probably in her 20s. But the best way for me is doing this way, because when you do it other ways, the tension doesn't seem to be right. 'Cause- yeah, I think I just called you your name so the other people on here that are asking questions would know. But yeah, Carol. I don't know why it just sometimes things just start twisting me up. Okay, and I don't suggest that. I mean, I know parents want their kids to learn things and be creative, but let the kid, to my opinion, let the kids do because they'll do better if they're doing what they want to do instead of that. If they are not interested in crocheting, they're not going to succeed, and all they're going to do is waste somebody's money. And just like people with the young men and who try to get their kids to do sports, just let the children do what they want. If they're interested in it, cool. You know, I know plenty of people force their kids to do stuff that they don't want to do. I mean, we love what we do. We like it, love it, but everybody's not going to. So, and also it gets frustrating for the teacher. Try to teach someone that they know don't that's not interested in it. You just want a class with people who are willing to do it. It makes the experience a lot easier. So yeah, because I have a friend that at one time was teaching people how to sew, and it was frustrating for her because kids really didn't want to do it. Their parents just signed them up for the class, and they did not want to do anything with it. So yeah, find something that they want to do. It's bad enough that when we go to school, we gotta learn subjects that we're really not interested in. So when we're doing something that's supposed to be recreational, we want to do something that is interesting. Hi, Crochet Lady 2020. How are you today? This is Dawn. It's pretty nice. I sometimes you just have to venture out and find different types of yarn that may feel better for you. What are you working on, Crochet Lady 2020? Mm, I'm doing great. Are you doing hats? Okay. What kind of hats are you working on? Ribbed hats. Are they for the winter or are you branching into the summer? Okay, you're driving. Okay. This yarn will also be good for hats also. Just anything lightweight. And they come in a whole lot of colors. I looked online and they have nice bright colors. The herringbone double crochet stitch. You just yarn over, put your hook in your chain or your stitch, and take that loop and go through the first loop that's on your hook. Yarn over, go through one more, and you have two on your hook. Yarn over and go through the two. So the pattern that I looked at, they have this, and plus they have a sweater, a short sleeve regular sweater that you can get. I mean, you can make too. It's similar to this. You know, again, we're on a pattern. I haven't done a pattern in a while, so most time I'll take a piece of a pattern and just go from there. But this is the first time I'm doing an actual crochet pattern in a while. I'm trying to get back into making things you can wear. It's been a lovely, nice day. So I'm ready to go outside and crochet. How is the weather where you are? really warm today. But sometimes you can just enjoy that weather. But, well, you can enjoy it while you can. The next thing you know, it will be like it was last week. Start snowing, and we had warm days. Remember, it's March. Did you? Now you're in Kansas, right? Wow. Yeah, it was last Saturday we had snow. Yeah, after we had some days of like 70-degree weather. Thunderstorm last night. Okay. Okay, the 70s. Okay. Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday, and today it's been really nice. Those times to start going up when take advantage of nice weather and take your project and go outside and enjoy. Instead of being inside, take your phone. And if you're interested in looking at TV or whatever you want to do, you can do that outside. So what do y'all normally do when y'all crochet? Do you watch TV, listen to music, listen to a book, or read a book? Natural light, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. That's what I want to do is get a home that has a sunroof that, and even when it's cold, I can enjoy being outside. You watch crochet or knit podcast. Okay. Right now, for some reason I stay on YouTube, and not just for crochet stuff. It's all kinds of stuff on YouTube I look at, and I'm just constantly going back and forth looking at YouTube. So they have a lot of interesting things on there to come across. So I do that more than looking at regular TV now. I'm just looking at YouTube. They have all kinds of stuff. So I might as well get rid of my streaming stuff because I'm looking at YouTube all the time. Save money. And TikTok. I'm on TikTok more now than I used to. And since I realized that I can get TikTok on my TV, then I really do look at it then. But right now, I look at TikTok sometimes trying to get ideas. Or movies, okay. Okay. For some reason, some things have been boring me. Things that I watched on a regular, all of a sudden now, I may have tried to you know, look at stuff from the beginning, binge watch certain things and just get to a point where I can't concentrate watching TikTok. Too much fun. Yeah, yeah, it can be a lot of fun. Some things are like need your full attention. I put on movies that I know well, so I don't have to pay attention. Most background noise. Yeah, it just and with me, it just depends on my mood. I may just sometimes just put on some kind of music. Um, and recently, I've been listening to more classical type music, which I've never listened to before. But on Spotify, yeah, Spotify, I accidentally told Alexa that I wanted to look at. I think I wanted to listen to some. I told Alexa I wanted to listen to a certain type of music, and they put the classical on and it stayed on, and I enjoyed it. And hi, Annie, with collection. How are you? I watch different crochets. They go live. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into the live, the ones that do the live stuff, but I've scrolled and seen those, the ones doing the live, which is something I want to do too. But you have to have, I guess, 1,000 followers or something. I think it's some similar to some other ones that I have listened to. I mean, I have seen the live. You can see all kinds of things. They do all kinds of things live. I was on one time. There was a guy. What's he doing? He was scratching scratch tickets on live. So they do a lot of different things online. I see them meditating. I see them doing tarot. They just do a lot, and it can be interesting, very interesting. So I guess between TikTok and YouTube, as you said, Carol, um, that can be quite a bit. They also have things for crocheters to join with other crocheters on there, and I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But that's something I want to do. I don't know if that's a duet or what. I know one time they had something on there where you had to go on there. They were asking people how they hold their hook and do their stitching, and all you had to do is show yourself doing it. But I didn't figure out how to do that. So I do want to find other ways of crochet, things you can do while you're crocheting. So that's what I want to do. For me, I can crochet almost anywhere, except for I've never crocheted in church. But most other places I will crochet. Because I remember when I was working, we used to have staff meetings every week, pretty much. And one of the coworkers was took her knitting in staff meeting, and she, and I think she did it as a way of not falling asleep in the meeting, which I think is it's good because you can easily fall asleep in a staff meeting. And but they told her she couldn't do it no more because she was distracting the other people in the meeting. Which she didn't distract me, but that's what they said. So she couldn't bring her knee in the meeting room. But I think it's like I said, keep you awake and stuff. And sure you can be able to do those things. As long as you participate and listen to the meeting, I didn't see a problem. That's what happened. Have any of you done that? Have you knitted or crocheted at work? Because with me, I had to wait. I waited till lunchtime to do what I had to do. But I remember one time I used to make blankets for baby showers at work, and I had one. I think it was a baby. Yeah, I think I did. And I had an office at the time, and I was in my office. No, I guess put it in the bag or whatever, package it, and I happened to I guess try to put the ends in. It was the ends I think had to be put in. But there was some ends I need to cut and this and that. And the supervisor came in and talking about how I was coaching in the office, and I wasn't. I mean, I was just doing that so I can get the things ready for the gift for the office. I do too. I crochet, and I don't care if people look at me funny or not. I do also. And some people were like, "Dang," I think it's funny because I think one time I went to a kind of semi-football game, arena football or something. I don't know. It was my grandkids, two of my grandkids, and my son-in-law was there. We were way up in the rafters, and I was crocheting, and I think one of my grandsons, took a picture of it, did a video or something, or live or something with me doing that. Okay, and it was a couple sitting in front of me, in front of us, and they were staring at me doing that, and I'm like, okay, you could turn it around now. You don't have to, like you doing that here. Yeah, I go to movies. I've gone to a movie and crochet while I'm watching the movie. Because I can crochet in the dark, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have to actually look at my stitches all the time. I can just feel it and do it. So I'll be in the movie theater crocheting, no problem. I haven't been to a movie since I moved here. We don't have movie theaters like that. I got they had in Maryland, D.C. So I will be right near, take my stuff with me and crochet and watch the movie. Hi, Notting Hughes. How are you? Take it to the doctor's office. My kids, my grandkids play sports. I take it there. That's what I do. Because truthfully, you're not bothering anyone. You are just doing what you're doing. And that's one good thing about crocheting or knitting is that it's a portable activity that you can just take with you. And I've seen people, I don't drive, so it doesn't affect me, but I know people when they're in traffic, they crochet or knit. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I've seen people that say that they do it at stoplights, that's fine. Doctor's offices, you have to wait. But I know there are people I've heard who crochet in church, and people thought it was the worst thing they could do, or tell them not to do it anymore because, as I said earlier, it's about the work. They say it's distracting. I don't know. Stuff like, okay, I don't know about it. Maybe we'll do that because I don't know if stoplights are that long. Because it was a long one, or if you in a lot of traffic, yeah, back up. See. So on Wednesday, we went on the nights, we just crochet, we talk, whatever comes up. And I've try to limit it to maybe an hour, hour and a half. Okay, okay, you waiting on trains. Okay, I got it. I try to have a bag ready. That's why I need to start doing some more getting bags ready that I can just take with me when I go. But sometimes you may not know where you may be or where you might come home. You may be be somewhere for a long amount of time and you don't have your project to work on. You don't have your project. And then you're looking like, I wish I had my stuff. So it's best to get a bag. Something. And if you have to, get a little bag. Sometimes I get a little tote bag. And I went to Joann's this week and their bags and they're a small bag. And that's good enough for a project. You can just put your purse in your wallet or something in it also. So you can just carry it, no problem. You don't have to have a purse, just carry that bag and yarn and all that. And especially now when you're working on smaller projects, lighter weight things now, you don't have to do a lot of bulky stuff. Unless you're doing a blanket and you're doing okay. I always have go bags here. But I went out yesterday and I had to stay somewhere else because I left my keys in the house. Didn't have no crochet with me at all. But I wasn't going to be out that long. So with things like that, you have to have it. You have to always be prepared. And most time I do that. Most time I don't have it already together. Like uh, when I was living in DC or in Maryland, we rode buses and trains and subways and stuff. Always had things with me to get on the subway with, or the train, bus, or the subway. takes your mind off stuff. It gets you really going. Sort of like a meditation. Yep, we'll be doing different topics and things. And a lot of it will be on we'll do on YouTube. Haven't gotten it together, but it will be on some of the things will be on YouTube. I took away a whole bag and usually for small projects like washcloth, just left it in the car just in case. Okay. And with me, I don't drive or anything, but if I had a car, it probably would be fully on. So a little small car wouldn't do for me. Yeah, I miss it. I really miss it. You know, when I do go to town, I do it most of the time. I have to catch trains and buses when I do go to DC on the road to visit or whatever, take care of business, and it's just good. Going to work every day. And I was going to work on the train, having to crochet was so peaceful. And truthfully, crochet really was something that got me through the job because I had stopped crocheting for a while. You know, was working, but then I brought it back and got back into it, and it helped me out a lot. We got to the point where we would crochet at lunch. People would, get together and lunchtime and crochet. We had a group for a while, but it got to a point. I don't know what happened with that group. I don't know. People just stopped. If some other forces got involved, but we went out at the conference room and crochet. And I remember supervisor that I hated talking about joining it, and I think that dissuaded people too when they found out. But I don't think we had any more after that. But she was trying to get involved with it too, and it was like, because when you crocheted at work, it was a no stress zone. We didn't talk about job, didn't talk about what's going on, and I think with her, just her presence would have made it stressful. So we didn't need that kind of negativity because it probably wasn't for the right reasons that you wanted to join, just being nosy. So you have to, when you crochet with people, it has to be a positive experience. It has to be people have to be there that's going to be positive, not talking about things because other groups that I'm in, we don't talk about a lot of politics, political stuff. We don't talk about, the news too much. I mean, sometimes things may come up, but it's not something that's a lot of negativity or anything. And it's not a thing where debates and all that kind of thing. It's never like that. So that's one thing when you crochet or knit or whatever craft you do and you meet together as a group, it has to be cohesive and have to have the right people in it. That's why, when we have our group on every other Saturday, it's a pretty good group of people because we not a lot of stuff, not mess going on, negativity or anything like that. When we say what we say and go on by our business, and it's not we don't hold on to stuff. So it's good to have that camaraderie when you have a group that crochets together. 'Cause I've seen groups where it's pretty negative. Can't do that. Not when you're doing something that you like to do, have a positive impact on your life. A lot of times, that's what you need is a break. You get away from whatever else is going on in your life. And more people need to find an outlet like that. Not necessarily crocheting, but some kind of outlet that they can get involved in. And also, what we're doing is we're going to have people come on and we're going to find one neutral place where people can come on and talk about why they crochet or knit and and discuss it and the drawbacks and just different things with it. If they have a business, discuss that. So it would, and I think I mentioned it earlier, it would be either on YouTube or Clubhouse. So anyone's interested in coming on and talking with me, or talking with a group, then let's do it. I love my Monday group. Only four of us, but we learn from each other and support each other. All kinds of fiber arts. Yes. Yes, the one that we do on every other Saturday, I always learn something every time I'm on here. I learn something from somebody, and we talk about just different things. So yeah, you have to have a good group. And as of now, the group is just crocheters. We should all help each other. So if you're interested, send us an email and your availability. Email or comment with your availability and we'll schedule. And it may be on Clubhouse, but Clubhouse you can do music. So hopefully I'll be finished with this soon and I'll show it to you. You know I'm in. I can talk for hours. Okay, good. And yeah, and you you have different things that you do, so that's really good too. I mean, you do different types of stuff, which will make it interesting. You just have to schedule. And I might just do different types of things so people can come on and talk and do different types of topics. I'll see. But I'm leaning towards Clubhouse. I had started something like that. I didn't really do it that much, but I did do one that had one person that talked to, and I kind of enjoyed it, interviewing. I think it was Busy Peach. I did that, but I didn't get to do anymore. I didn't reach out to any other people, so and I did that on Instagram. Just we could share what each other's doing and encourage others, and then the listeners can also hear what the drawbacks, the good part, the good and the bad, and be encouraged. Also finding our niche. It's pretty good. It's gonna take a while to do this. Make sure the edges are even. I just like the way it feels. So I think this is my new go-to yarn. So I need to get rid of yarn so I can do some more of this in. And also people that subscribe to my YouTube, will get some goodies for every 10th person. What I might do also is a drawing for people who are not every 10th person. See about that. Because I do need to get rid of that hold on to yarn. Because we don't always use all the yarn that we have. We buy because it's pretty or we may do with it, but then get to a point like, no, I don't think I would do anything with it. Or you may try to do something with it and it's like, no, I don't think so. So someone else can use it. I do have some yarn that's real thin. I'm not going to do anything with that real thin yarn. So that's going to be gone away. And we'll probably do some mystery boxes also. You pay a certain price and get a box full of yarn or other items. Because if you don't use it, someone else can. So why hold on to it? I have things for knitting, and I don't think I would knit. I don't think I would have. I don't have the. I don't have the interest, but I'm not gonna use it right now. So I might as well give it to somebody who will use it. Then if the person doesn't want it and gets it, they can pass it on to someone else. 'Cause, I know the thrift stores have yarn, nice yarn. Someone else pass it on to someone else. Also, we're going to talk about yarn and what's your favorite yarn. I think we talked about it before, Your favorite yarn, what books you use, just what you want to call yourself. Sorry about that. What you want to call yourself, and things like that. So we will be talking about other things. And I know that some of you that do more than one thing also. So get into that. So what's up for tonight? What are we going to be doing tonight? Back crochet. Is there anything good on? It's art making time. Okay, okay. I think what I'm gonna do when I get off, I need to make some cards. So I've gotten into card making. So we're going to do that tonight before I go to bed. Making glues. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Friday night's a good night to play. If I find something good on TV or on YouTube and relax after I make the card. But I make the card. I get up early in the morning and make it. I need to do something tomorrow. I get up early in the morning and do it. I'm working on it tonight. 173 chains. Still doesn't. Longest I did in the done it a while. If I was using the regular double crochet stitch, I would I would have finished. Not finished, but I would have been further along than that. This is going to be in my carry bag whenever I go. I'll be carrying this bag, carrying this in the bag. So now I'm going to have to buy some more yarn. I only bought one skein just to see how it was. So I need to get some more. It's coming out really good, really even. I'm not going to hold you all long. I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to come on and just talk for a while and chit chat. So join us on Monday. Just watch out for your notifications. See what time we'll be on. Next week will be a little iffy on time. Just check us out. While we continue with doing this and show you the outcome. But I need to find another color that goes along with this. I'm not sure what color I want to do. I'm thinking about a mustard color to go along with it. And another color. I'm thinking about doing it colors of my logo color. The logo colors are turquoise, mustard color, and a burgundy type color. Mauve. I'm thinking about maybe some of that in here, maybe just two of the colors. Let's see how it goes. What do you think? Members in your classes, let us know. You know, you want to learn how to crochet. Also, class, virtual class. You also donate items to charity. So if you want to be a part of Willing Hands, let us know. And we sell you. That's all of what Hooked for You is about. My favorite color, it changes all the time. But right now, my favorite color is turquoise. My favorite color now. I think I have a lot of things that are turquoise. And um, is animal print a color? Because all my stuff is mostly animal print. Indian, but no, but turquoise right now is my favorite color. Most of the stuff in my kitchen is turquoise. And maybe have some red. So just changes as I go. At one time with orange. It was a fuchsia time. Yeah. So until Monday, have a great weekend, great creative weekend, and be safe.